Hey guys, it's CSFan001 here, working the road to my 388th Platinum Trophy. Today's game is the North American version of Chaos on Deponia. This is the second of the 4 Deponia games after the original Deponia, and then there's also Goodbye Deponia and Deponia Doomsday. I'm not sure what the exact order is of them. But anyway, this game I was not a fan of because this game doesn't function properly much of the time. It has a lot of issues with it that it shouldn't have for... I know it's an indie title, so maybe I shouldn't expect it to be as good as some of the games out there, but this thing has some major glitches. There's a lot of times where your screens will get messed up and you'll end up being somewhere like on the wrong screen while something's going on, and or you'll be able to move your character around during cutscenes. It's a really buggy game, and there are times when you can even screw yourself with like different items being attached to each other different ways and stuff like that, glitching out in weird ways. It's a really buggy game. And on top of that, I had to play through the game twice because of one specific trophy deciding not to unlock properly. So we'll get to that in a minute. So some of the trophies are fairly story-related. Like, a bunch of these trophies are somewhat story-related, and some of them are not. Or, I mean, most of them are missable, but a lot of them are story-related, sort of. And then you have trophies like this. These Huzzah trophies require you to watch entire cutscenes, which is fine. I mean, it's kind of dumb that they make you do that, but it's not really a big deal, as you can skip a lot of the other stuff. So most of the trophies are pretty easy, though, as long as you're following a guide. The guide on ps3trophies.org is pretty good. This one right here, this requires you... This is during that fight with Goal, whatever her name is. That fight is just so stupid. A lot of people complain about it, and it's not very well designed, I will say that. You have a lot of other miscellaneous trophies, some listening into stuff. I mean, again, a majority of it isn't too hard as long as you follow a guide, but it is just annoying much of the time, just with the game not being particularly functioning, and with just... It's not that it's a bad game in terms of story and stuff, but not really something I'm a huge fan of. But yeah, the game just has a lot of issues with it, and you do have to watch a lot of the cutscenes. You can skip much of the dialogue, though, thankfully, if you don't care as much about it. This is one of the long-term trophies in the game. It's not really too hard. So now these two trophies. This is something I have a serious issue with. To get this trophy, to finish the pin-up poster thing, normally you have to find 12 parts. To get this trophy, you can basically just go right at the beginning of the game, save the game, pick up the first part, and repeatedly reload your save and pick up the part again. And for some reason, the parts still count despite not being saved after you pick them up, it's so weird the way these collectibles work. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. And then you have to actually delete your save file, or at least have a backup before this, to go through the game to get this trophy. The problem is that same thing with picking the things up multiple times, even if or just picking up the same item, being able to pick up the same item multiple times, my bad, is that it's the same problem with this trophy, is that if you accidentally pick up something twice because the game glitches on you and you have to reload a save, guess what? It won't count, and the only way to fix it is to either start a new game or reload. You can't even reload a previous save. You have to re-download a previous file that's been saved to the cloud. It's so stupid. It is an absurdly stupid trophy and game design that should not be there. So basically, I got screwed over by the game glitching out and picking up something twice somehow, which I'm still not sure how it happened, and that meant I had to replay the entire game. So fantastic. This trophy is for watching the credits, and this one is for having like a full inventory, which you have to follow a guide for really to get. So yeah, I was not a fan of this game. This really pissed me off because the game is just so dysfunctional a lot of the time and so buggy a lot of the time, and just... It has some really annoying trophies and gameplay aspects to it, though I don't think it's as bad as one of the later Deponia games that makes you do like 250 combinations of colors on something. So with that, level 67, 62%, 16,759 total trophies, 388 platinums, 2,198 golds, 4,268 silvers, 9,905 bronzes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you for the next one.